Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Uh,
Hello. Shabbir Lions has won the toss and chosen to field first. We welcome our audience, all our spectators, to the final of the Aqua Premier League Season 5, played between us and the Shabbir Lions. We're all set to go with Mohammad Gachwala to open the bowling for the Shabbir Lions. Hussain Boot on strike. Here we go, first ball. Push to point by Hussain Boot, no run. Off the mark, the Highlanders are away with a single pushed to cover Mr. Huzefa Patel. The captain, Mr. Mustafa Presswala, in his second consecutive final. Nicely tucked away to square leg for a single. Hussain Boot back on strike. Nicely bowled. We can already see some movements. Nice shape by Mommy. As Hussain Boot takes a single to short third man. Baba on strike now. That was nicely bowled, and I think that was an edge. Baba rubbing his shoulders as if to say that it hit the blade of the shoulder, but I think it was bat and gloves. Need of some treatment. Okay, he looks okay now. We need to see some replays of this one. Very nicely bowled by Mommy. Baba could the leather. White ball down the leg side. The wicket keeper, Mr. Murtada Haji, just fumbling, maybe feeling the pressure of the finals. Mommy started this over very well. Nicely bowled again. Baba trying to cut it. A little too full to cut that ball, and that's the end of the over. After 1 over, the Shabbir Lions are 3 runs for no loss. As we see Hamza Anguti sprinting on the field with some water. Sorry, 4 for no loss. As we have Mr. Abdeli Motorwala, Mr. Abdeli Motorwala from the Grand Medical Gymkhana end. That's a nice ball again, some movement down the short third. That's a close call. Nice bit of fielding by Mommy on third man. Baba sprinting like a cheetah. Again opens the face to short third. Mommy this time goes to the non-striker. Again a single to the Highlanders. As Hussein Boot is back on strike, the captain of the Highlanders. That was a nice length there to be hit. A big slash by Hussein Boot, looking to hold hit over cover. Nicely punched for a single to Onali. The Shabbir Lions have started well. Nicely bowled, nicely punched for a single again. The Shabbir Lions giving nothing away, using the conditions to good effect as they bowl in twilight. The Highlanders trying to get through these difficult 3 overs in the beginning. That's hit high. There's a fielder coming underneath it. This is Onali. He misses it altogether as the Highlanders collect another 2 runs. In the finals, these catches have to be taken. A lucky break for the Highlanders as Mommy comes back into the attack from the pavilion end. That's hit hard over point. Great shot by Baba. A little shot by Mommy, and Baba takes full advantage. And our title sponsor, Easy Frames. Easy Arts and Frames. The Highlanders just beginning to cut loose now. Nicely hit by Baba over backward point. That's a nice ball, nicely hit by Baba again, and that pierces the field again, and a great boundary once more. We see a bowling fielding change now. Mr. Joseph Patel is bringing Mustafa Presswala from long off inside the circle, and we see a deep point drop back. The ball is lost. Baba hits it too hard. As we welcome our first new ball. Baba is used to losing balls from Vadala. Full this time, well bowled. There is already some movement. Mommy bowling a good length, making it a little fuller. The two fielders outside the circle are and that's clean bowled. Bad luck for Baba. Hit is bad. An inside edge onto it pads and then dragged onto the stumps. As the Shabbir Lions celebrate their first wicket, Baba departs. And we may welcome some kites on the field. Mr. Quresh Rangwala from Ahmedabad is the new batsman coming in at number 3 for the Highlanders. The Highlanders with a long batting lineup. Baba giving them the start that they required. Unfortunately, couldn't carry on. As the Highlanders now are 18 for 1 in the third over with 2 balls to go. Quresh Rangwala looks around. Down the leg side, that's a wide. A nice ball to get first ball for you. The two fielders outside the ring are a wide third man and a sweeper on the offside. Well bowled by Mommy. Pushed for a single, two press wala. For a single again. The Highlanders nicely placed at 19 for 1 right now after 2.5 overs. Again, a good length inside edge to square leg for a single. The ball is moving. It's not very easy to hit through the line. As the score after 3 overs is 21 for 1. This broadcast brought to you thanks to our broadcasting partner Yuri. As Mr. Abdeli Motorwala bowls a nice ball outside off. That's a bit short and pulled away by Boot for a boundary to mid wicket. Good shot. Breaking the After 4 overs, the score for the Highlanders is 30 for 1. 9 runs coming up Abdeli by Motorwala's last over. As Mommy comes into his third over from the pavilion end, the two fielders outside the circle are still a sweeper and long off. Nicely flicked, and that'll run away all the way to the boundary as well. Again, Mommy drifting a little bit, but Boot is quite set now and is starting to take advantage of the loose balls. Nicely bowled, but well played by Boot. Protected this time by Taikum, is it? Yes. At point. That's a cracking shot, but there is protection in the deep for a single. Boot just starting to open up now. Realizes the importance of capitalizing the power play. Nicely bowled once again. Beats him, all ends up. Quresh Bhai had no idea where that ball came from and where that ball went. Mommy into his third over. He's made a good comeback after conceding a boundary on the first ball. Well bowled again. That was there to be hit. Unfortunately, Quresh Bhai hasn't been in there long enough to see the ball clearly. Misses it once more. Mommy bowling a good spell right now. 2.5 overs for 20 runs so far. And that's an edge. That could be heard all over Mumbai. And Quresh Bhai is dismissed on the last ball of Mommy's third over. Perhaps not the right shot to play on this wicket. But that's the end of Quresh Rangwala as the Shabbir Lions celebrate the second wicket. After 5 overs, the score is 35 for 2 as we see Hussain Jetpurwala walk in at number 4 for the Highlanders. This is a change in the batting lineup. Probably a strategy given the dimensions of the ground to bring in Hussain early. The run rate is not a problem still, but they need to stop losing wickets at regular intervals because the Shabbir Lions have some good bowlers in their lineup still to come. The Highlanders need a big score if they want to give themselves any chance of defending it with the biting lineup that Shabbir Lions has. Mustafa Presswala from the Grand Medical Gymkhana end. Can we have the scorers change the score to 35 for 2 in 5? A short ball by Pressy. Didn't get a hold of it. Single down to long on. As I have one of the prime organizers of the tournament, Mr. Hussain Saria, with me. Mr. Hussain Saria, what do you think so far of this match?
It seems that this match will be pretty close at the end of 20 overs. Either team can win it.
Turned away for a single. Yes, Mr. Hussain Saria. Just drifted a little bit on the leg side, and Boot taking full advantage, coming in and guiding it to fine leg. No protection there as Mansoor Mithai struggles to retrieve the ball from the boundary after playing 6 days of cricket.
I think the Highlanders are at par with the current overs that are going on. So it seems like they are doing good, but they have lost 2 wickets.
As a fellow off spinner, what is your advice to Mustafa Presswala, Mr. Hussain Saria? Nicely bowled, just missing the outside edge. Pressy coming back strong after conceding that boundary.
It seems that the more loop you give to the ball, it's skidding off the wicket. So it will be very difficult to hit for a spinner.
That's an edge. Nicely stopped by Mommy again at short third. Pressy has now changed his length a little bit, looking at the wicket.
I think the pass score at this wicket, looking at the current situation, it should be 165.
We had 7 runs come on that Pressy over. The score right now is 42 for 2 in 6 overs. The Highlanders going at a solid run rate of 7 an over.
I think the ball got to the bat quite well. So after the 10 overs, that's very crucial. I think they can excel if they have taken. Looking at the 165 to 170 at the end of the day.
They'll have to bat really well to get that. Hussain Boot will have to stay all the way till the end.
This partnership is going to be very crucial to how the innings are built up. So this is a very crucial partnership right now.
The Shabbir Lions now bringing in the left-handed Mansoor Mithai. That's a short ball. Mommy covers well, gets hit on his foot,
That's a good attempt by Mommy.
and unfortunately he's down for the Shabbir Lions. Mommy, if you remember, had got injured in last year's final as well. That was a good attempt. Nicely hit by Boot. We've got some help for Mommy. It looks as if he is in trouble. They may need Hamza Ring to come in as the 12th man once again. He's back on his feet, so that's good news. That 1 over that's left of Mommy will be crucial. It's important for the Shabbir Lions that he's there till the end. Mr. Mustafa Saria says that Mommy is injury prone right through the APM. This time he survived until the end. 4 for 2 after 6.1 overs. That was a good shot by Boot in the deep for a double. Nicely bowled by Mansoor. Single down to the deep boundary. Hamzada as well keeps it down to a single. Is rubbing his hands in the dirt now. What a nice shot by Jetty. They're coming back for the second, running quick. Fantastic throw, but a little off. And that helps the batsman to come back for two. Jetty is quick, but there was a clear chance of a run out had the throw been on target. Mommy is under medical care right now. Nicely played into the hands of the wicketkeeper. Mansoor bowling a good length, playing his third APL final. Man of the match of the finals for second season of APL, Mansoor Mithaiwala. That's a great shot. What a wonderful shot by Jetty over extra cover for a 6. Fantastically hit with the spin. Jetty looks in form, and that's a good move by the Highlanders to send him at number 4. What a great hit. Nudges it away to a point. No run. That's the end of the over. The Highlanders now moving along at 53 for 2 after 7 overs.
11 runs coming off that over of Mansoor Mithai. Hussain Butwala currently playing on 26 of 22 balls. And Hussain Jetpur is 9 runs off 5 balls. The next 4-5 overs are going to be crucial for the Highlanders to increase the run rate.
As we see Shabbir Chechadwala from the boundary line yelling out instructions to Zeba Patel to tell him what to do next. As Pressy comes back into the attack, continuing his spell in the second over. Boot to face.
Current run rate of Highlanders is 7.57. The projected score is 151.
Nicely looped, and that's hit high. Fielder getting underneath. That's Oni, and that's dropped. That was a sitter, but not easy under the night sky. Mustafa Breswala is not happy. That was a big wicket. Second life for Hussain Boot, given by the same person.
Hope these drop catches don't come to haunt Shabbir Lions at the end of the 20 overs.
It looks like the captain's day today.
One captain to the other captain.
It's the battle of the captains. Pressy to Boot. Nicely punched away. Sensible cricket by Hussain Boot after being dropped. That really should have been taken at the mid-wicket boundary. But these catches are never easy. Nicely hit on the up. Over cover for another boundary by Jetty. Hussain Jet really playing a hitman's innings right now.
Hussain Jait is looking in great touch. First he hit a ball over the covers for a 6, and now another ball going to the boundary over the covers. He's timing the ball pretty well.
The wicketkeeper struggling to collect the ball. Pressy bouncing back well.
Looks like the captain has told Ozafabai Patel to be ready for the next over as he's warming up.
Nicely bowled once again. Onali coming underneath it and he drops it once again.
Seems like Onali has buttery fingers today. He cannot hold on to anything that's coming to him.
This is spelling trouble for the Shabbir Lions as the fielders are replaced. Onali feeling the pressure of the finals. Usually a safe fielder, but he has got a hat-trick of drops today already. And as we now see Yusufa Patel, the more experienced player, moving to that position. That's a skidder again as Pressy tries to finish that over. Not happy with Onali. 2 catches. He was under both of them, but I hate to say it, they should have been taken and they should be taken in such big matches. After 8 overs, the score for the Highlanders is 62 for 2 wickets and 3 lives. Patel now has been brought into the attack to break this flow of the Highlanders innings before they run away with the score. Next now taking charge as well. Field spreading out. The 4 fielders inside the ring for third, cover, point and a short mid wicket. Patel has been a proven wicket taker. Wiley Fox. Quick. Comes back to the wicket keeper. As Jetty on strike now to again nicely hit. 2 point. This is a chance of a run out. But Boot is too quick. Boot back on strike to Yusufa Patel. That's full, hit hard. Down to Onali once again and a safe single. This time caught well on the bounce by Onali. Yusufa Patel not giving the batsman any width. Bowling stump to stump and bowling fast. Nicely bowled. That's a nice slower ball. And this ball was hanging up in the air for quite some time. But none of the fielders were able to get to it. That was the wicket ball and should have been a wicket once again. Yusufa Patel wearing his length, wearing his pace just a little bit, causing Jetty to play that fall shot. Once again looped up. My God. The Highlanders really need to step up their fielding today. Sorry. Shabbir Lions.
That's almost four catches dropped in a span of 2 overs.
Those are 2 wicket balls, 2 wicket chances. Bowls flat, hits it hard. Orally, a very safe fielder, does well to keep it down to a single, and that's the end of the over. Already 5 lives for the Highlanders. None of the catches being taken by the Shabbir Lions. As we see, then the captain playing the captain's job, hitting the ball well to cover. Mr. Hussain Saria, what do you think at this stage of the match? The score stands at 62 for 2 for 9 overs. Just a moment. Mansoor Mithai has changed ends. Shabbir Lions need a wicket and they need it very fast. Nicely bowled by Mansoor. Mansoor also a very experienced bowler. Knows how exactly to bowl on these kind of wickets. Ooh, that was nicely bowled. Jetty a little late into the shot. Should have decided a little quicker. As Hussain Boot comes back on strike. Full ball, driven to long off for a single. It should have been a double. A little bit of a misfield and enough time for the batsman to come back for 2. Well run by Jetty and Boot, young legs. The Shabbir Lions fielding is not nicely bowled. Shabbir Lions fielder showing some fatigue after playing back-to-back matches over the last 6 days. Nice shot backward of point, finds the gap, and that's a boundary. That's a wonderful shot by Hussain Boot. Not a lot of power, but all timing and gap. The Highlanders now stepping up the pace, going briskly with a little bit of favor from the Shabbir Lions. Beaten, and that's the end of the over. After 10 overs, the score for the Highlanders is 77 for 2, going at a nice 7.7 runs an over. That's time for drinks. As Shabbir Chechat marches on to the field to give his instructions to the team. We will take this moment to thank our broadcasting partner Yuri, our title sponsor Easy Arts and Frames, and our food partner MM Dilawar Caterers for bringing in us the best of food and telecast in the Aqua Premier League Season 5. We also would like to thank all our other sponsors in making this tournament a grand success, even bigger than last year, even better than last year. Let's take this opportunity to have an word with the Commissioner for APL, Mr. Subai Radiawala. Let's take his inputs on the Highlanders batting so far.
Sorry, no comments. It's a conflict of interest. Sorry.
Conflict of interest. We will thank our sponsors now. Inspire, the digital sponsor, Impex, broadcasting partner Yuri, Sayona Engineering, Tawakkal Sweets, Shabbir's Tawakkals, AFT Solutions, Goodwill, Builders, Vista Packaging, Jet H Tours and Travels, Surpass, Travel Club, and of course our title sponsors, Easy Arts and Frames, courtesy Ali Bhai Patanwala. Right, we resume after drinks break. Mr. Hussain Saria, what's your assessment of the situation?
I think 10 over 77. From here, I think I look another 90 runs from here. So it looks at par for 170.
Do you think Huzaifa Patel with 3 overs and Pressy with 2 of his overs left will make a difference and stem the flow of runs?
I think the spinners' balls are coming a bit easy to score. So
Huzaifa Patel trying to get his field just right. There is no cover this time. Nicely flighted. Nicely hit by Jetty. Down to long on for a single. Huzaifa Patel looks like the most likely to take the next wicket. Has created chances. There's a cover coming in for boot. Nicely bowled, nicely hit. Only a single down to the sweeper.
there's a good thing to notice over here. The more flight you're bowling, it's difficult to hit cross the line. And that's where the chances are created. The faster that you bowl, the faster it's coming on the bat to score.
That's flighted and up in the same area again. And I think the result is going to be the same again. Nobody there. This is getting incredibly frustrating for the bowler. Nobody there every single time. The ball is looped up for the third time on Huzaifa Patel's bowling, but there is nobody to take that catch.
There's a pattern when the bowler is bowling flight balls. It's very difficult to hit cross the line, and Jate is trying to hit square of the wicket, but he's managing just top edge, just behind the square leg, and it's falling in no man's land.
Once again, this time gets a hold of it and all the way onto the batsman for a 6. Jetty gets a hold of it finally and deposits it.
That's a huge 6.
On Marine Drive.
It's a square.
That was a huge hit. Jetty not curbing his instinct of playing the slog sweep and finally getting it right.
Finally, Jade managing to connect one.
Immediately bowls flatter and faster.
A bit of bounce from the wicket. making it difficult to guide through the third man region for a single.
The Highlanders batting very sensibly this time. Again faster, down to long off. This is Onali once again, and this time, fourth time lucky, Uzaifa Patel picks up the important wicket of Hussain Jait. Well played, Hussain Jait. He's done his job. And a good catch by Onali. The score for the Highlanders is 87 for 3 after 11 overs. Uzaifa Patel finally providing the breakthrough the Shabbir Lions so desperately required. Jetty, the danger man, departs, but not before playing a dangerous knock for the Shabbir Lions. Well played, Hussain Jait. The next batsman in is the left-handed Mohammad Bhanpurawala from Hours Cricket Club, playing alongside Hussain Saria in the season. Hussain Saria, what is your take on Mohammad Bori, the final?
He's been in good form right throughout the season and scoring fast runs for his teams. He scored a 50 in the tournament as well. The current run rate of Highlanders is 7.91 and the projected score is 158. But I'm sure they'll manage more than what the score is projected.
Mohammad Bori, the man in form, has finished matches for the Highlanders this tournament. He's looked very comfortable. It's fair to say that he's the danger man for the Shabbir Lions, isn't it?
Bori is also known to play long innings.
He's also known to paddle sweep a lot.
And he's a good strike rate.
As Saikum Jodiawala comes into the attack from the Grant Medical Gymkhana end. A very experienced bowler. Nicely hit by Hussain Boot. There's a fielder coming underneath, but that's over the boundary for a 6. That was a great shot by Hussain Boot.
What a way to welcome Saikum Jodiawala into the bowling attack. First ball for a mighty hit over the wicket for a 6 by Hussain Boot.
Bori looks very happy as Hussain Boot continues and moves on to 46. Full again, hit straight. That's running away to the straight boundary. There's a fielder there, misses it, allowing the batsman to come back for a double once again as Hussain moves on to 48. A great innings by the captain of Highlanders. Hits it well, backward a point for a single. Mohammad Bori to face his first ball of the final. Change in field for Mohammad Bori. First ball itself, Bori tries the paddle, misses it. It's down the leg side for a wide. There is protection. Oh, that was a brilliant delivery by Taikum. Clean bowled Bowry, first ball, that was a man in form. The ball just jagging away a little bit. Bowry had no idea apparently where that moved out from. And that is a big wicket for the Shabbir Lions. Mohammad Bowry departs for a golden duck.
Shabbir Lions coming back into the game with 2 quick wickets in 2 consecutive overs. Now I think the scoring rate will come down a bit.
As the new batsman Burhanuddin Basta comes in at number 6. The Shabbir Lions have already faced the wrath of Burhanuddin Basta once in the tournament before. Hopefully they have a plan for Burhanuddin Basta this time. Tekum coming back well after conceding that 6 of the first ball. Nicely cut away for a single 2 point. The wicketkeeper struggling but collects it in the end.
Burhanuddin Basta had a good first game where he scored a quick fire runs of 40 odd in some 16 to 18 balls. So it was a good knock by him.
A high full toss, hit hard, but unfortunately not in the gap.
That's a
Hit
50.
to Pressy. That's 50 for Hussain Boot. Well played.
What a,
Fantastic knock.
what a time to score a 50. His first 50 of the tournament in a final match for his team. A true captain's log by Hussain Bootwala, who has scored 50 of 37 balls with 4 fours and 1 6.
As the Highlanders move on to 99 for 4 after 12. Well played Hussain Boot, but he has to continue, having lost the rest of the top order.
Eight good overs required by Highlanders to score a reasonable score on this wicket, which would be around 160, 170.
Uzaifa Patel, 2 overs for 17 runs and a wicket. Coming back into the attack. Down the track, hits it out. That's all the way. Huge hit by Hussain Boot. A pre-planned shot. Hits it hard, comes down the wicket. And hits it all the way over cow corner for a magnificent 6.
Dancing down the wicket, hoiking it over mid-wicket for a huge 6.
That's a big hit. A great way to start the over by Hussain Boot. Nicely bowled. Good comeback by Uzaifa Patel. Dot ball. Down the track again, and this time beaten, but nudges it away to third man for a single. Very nicely bowled by Mr. Patel. Nicely hit once again by Burhanuddin Basta for a bow. The Shabbir Lions need to start collecting the ball cleaner.
That was a fumble by the keeper. Otherwise, Burhanuddin Basta would have been run out there.
It looked like a certain wicket, but once again, sloppy fielding by the wicketkeeper. Cut away for a single, sensible. Already 10 of the over. Again pushed away to point for a single. 11 of that over, 13 overs, 110 for 4. Shabbir Lions now motoring along, courtesy of some stop-stopping fielding by the Shabbir Lions.
It seems like the Highlanders captain is opening up and he's playing more freely to accelerate the innings for the Highlanders.
If Boot continues in this form, 170 is not out of sight for the Highlanders. As we have the Uri captain, Mr. Hussain Saria. Uri unfortunately eliminated in the league round after buying the most expensive player. That happens sometimes.
Part and parcel of the game.
Part and parcel. The ball nicely hit over cover for another boundary by Hussain Bootwala.
Hussain Bootwala is accelerating his innings now after scoring a 50.
He's just comfortably finding the gaps. The Shabbir Lions at the moment have no answer to this blitzkrieg by Hussain. Nicely bowled. But straight to Seva Patel, who fields it with one hand. That's it straight. Over long off for six.
That's an incredible hitting by
That's a
Hussain
great
Bootwala.
hit. Great hit by Hussain Boot.
Slightly tossed up delivery by Taikum Jodiawala. Hit
Just-
straight down the ground for a huge 6.
Just as Huzefa Saria was doubting Boot's bat, he deposits that over long on for a 6. That's down the leg side. Probably a wide, running away to the boundary. Mommy chasing it, but cannot stop that. And the Highlanders now well and truly on their way.
The Highlanders are motoring along and the extras helping to the cause. As Taikum fired down the leg side and it went for a 4. So that's 5 bonus runs for Highlanders. So 3 balls, 15 runs. So far Taikum Jodiawala is good.
Nicely bowled this time. Away for a single. No need for any unnecessary risk now. Booty playing
That's
sensibly.
sensible batting by Hussain Bootwala. After scoring 15 runs, rotating the strike.
Full ball. That's a great hit. And there is a fielder there who takes
That
it.
was a beautiful
That's
catch.
Abdeli Motorwala. Just as the Highlanders were motoring along, Mr. Motorwala stops the motor and takes a brilliant catch in the deep. That could be a game-changing catch. This is the first glimpse of good fielding by the Shabbir Lions today.
That went off middle of the bat. It's traveling. But Abdeli Motorwala took a good catch over his head. And it was a running catch, which would have been otherwise a 6.
Moved very quickly to his left, Mr. Abdeli Motorwala. And took that as clean as a whistle. Taikum picking his second wicket after an expensive over.
The Highlanders are going strong, but they have lost too many wickets. We need to see how they play off the next 6 overs of the inning.
Hussain Bootwala is the key. Still out there, batting on 69 or 45.
I think the captain has to carry his bat right throughout the innings.
As Mustafa Turabi comes into bat, left-hander from Nasik. Full ball hit straight for a single to long off. Turabi starts well. I think Turabi just has to support Boot the way Boot's batting right now. It's the end of the over. Tekum finishes his second over with the score at 127 for 5 after 14 overs.
Ali,
Mustafa Presswala comes back into the attack from the score is 127 for 5 after 14. Mustafa Turabi on strike. That was a crucial catch taken by Abdeli by Motorwala. Abdeli by Motorwala is always smiling. Pressy back into the attack to Mustafa Turabi. Nicely hit for a single down to the cover boundary.
the projected score for Highlanders is showing 181. The current run rate is 9.04.
As long off moves straighter.
It's just that our Highlanders have lost too many wickets that they would like.
Nicely hit again, and that is running away again for a boundary. A great shot. Backward of point. Waits for that one and then pushes it to the back of point for another boundary. Booty now moves on to 73.
Boot waited for the ball to come and he played the shot late, backward of point for a 4. Boot moves on to 73 of 46 balls, 6 fours and 3 sixes.
Nicely bowled, good comeback. Nicely hit in the gap this time. No. He couldn't side the ball, Mr. Motorwala, and runs away from another for another boundary.
Motorwala lost the ball in the lights and he couldn't figure out where the ball has gone. And the ball trickled towards the deep square leg boundary.
This looks like an interesting chase today. The Highlanders are on course for a solid score. Oh, that's out of the park. That's almost.
That's another huge hit.
Oh, no, that's a boundary. But that was nicely hit. There is some argument about where it landed, but looks like a sixer. That's a huge shot. Looks like all the bowlers are in for some punishment today.
2 balls, 10 runs. So far, Boot has taken Presswala apart.
Goes defensive this time, misses it altogether, but a great over once again for the Highlanders. Scoring at will. 2 boundaries and a sixer. Boot batting at 83 with 4 sixes and 7 fours. And the Highlanders at 142 for 5 after 15. This is now looking menacing. Shabbir Lions need to pull this back. And pull it back very soon.
I think the Shabbir Lions have to change their tactics. I think spinners are going apart for a lot of many runs. So
200 looks on the card with the way Boot is batting.
there's a bowling change from Shabbir Lions, a fast bowler, Mommy coming in to bowl, who has taken a wicket in the power play.
Mommy with the wicket of Baba in his final over. Baba was clean bowled.
The current projected score for Highlanders is 189. They're going at currently at 9.47. What do you think will be a good score, Zifa?
I think it's difficult to predict with the batting lineup that Shabbir Lions have. The more they can get, the better. But I look at the scorecard and I think 190 plus would be a good total to be safe. But you never know, if Huzefa Patel and Taikom and the rest get going, then they may make 190 look like a small total as well. As Mommy comes back for his final over, Mustafa Turabi on strike.
3 overs, 20 runs, 2 wickets so far for Mommy.
Short ball hit hard. Luckily, there's a fielder in the deep. Good throw by the fielder. Field change for Boot. Huzefa Patel moving the field as Motorwala is motoring inside the circle now. Long on moving straighter. Boot has caused all sorts of trouble for the Shabbir Lions. Full ball down to long on for a single. Well bowled, Mommy. Little bit of a fumble, but the batsmen are not ready for a double.
The Shabbir Lion fans seem to be a little quiet. I think they need a lot of cheering. So we would request Shabbir Lion fans to cheer their team to pull the innings back.
That's high. Looks like no man's land. That's a drop once again. That was a tough chance. Tough chance.
So many catches being dropped in Shabbir Lions innings.
You see the bowlers almost run 40 yards to take that catch.
It seems like Shabbir Lions have buttery fingers today. They can't hold on to anything this evening.
Nicely bowled, nicely hit. Mommy keeping it tight. This time they look for a second, but no. Mommy has pulled back some of the momentum in this over. No boundaries yet.
The Highlanders are not holding back. They're just trying to hit every ball out of the park.
Nicely bowled, but well hit this time. Fielder in place, nicely placed. Fielder in the deep. Taikom retrieves it. That was good field placement. Mommy bowling a good over. Just 6 of that over so far. Full ball again down to long off for a single. Looks like the fast bowlers can contain on this wicket.
It looks difficult for the fast bowler to hit. The runs have been decreasing.
See how the fast bowler for Shabbir Lions. Mustafa Turabi. The field being adjusted. There's a short fine leg and a short third man. Anything that gets the edge will go down for a boundary. That's a great shot, but Pressy running for it, and Pressy can get there almost. Fortunately for Turabi, that wasn't well timed.
150 up for the Highlanders.
150 for the Highlanders.
Let's hear some clap for the Highlanders.
Boot and strike. Batting on 84. 85. What a great shot, and what
That's
good
a great fielding.
Who is that fielder?
Jawa.
Number 10, Jawawala.
Hussain Jawawala stopping a certain four on the point boundary.
A great effort. This is what the Shabbir Lions need.
Where do you see a four coming, Josefa?
I think mid-wicket. The wild slog misses. Fortunately for the Shabbir Lions, the keeper doesn't miss.
That was a complete wild slog. No foot movement. No head in position to hit that ball.
Again, the fast bowlers bringing the Shabbir Lions back into the game. Short ball hit well, but only for a single to Mommy.
Last 2 overs have been quite for the Highlanders. Not managing to score much.
I think now Boot is going to throw the kitchen sink, his bat at everything. What do you think? Will he play for his 100 or will he sacrifice and go for it?
If he plays his natural game, he should manage 100 out here. He doesn't have to do anything extra.
That's a good shot down in the deep, running away, but only a single that wasn't as well timed as it looked. Abdeli Motorwala really bowling a very, very good over at this stage.
4 runs so far from the over. One ball to go.
Need to find a boundary from somewhere. Turabi. That's a good shot, but only a single to Mustafa Presswala. And that's the end of the over. Great over by Abdeli by Motorwala. It looks like
17 overs, 154 for 5. Just 5 runs from this over. Good over by Abdeli Motorwala. He is team back into the game.
Another
a very
ball.
good tight over.
Run a ball gets to almost 175. They certainly need more than that.
Projected score showing 181 with a current run rate of 9.06. What do you think, Josefa? From here, where do you see Highlanders reaching what score?
I see them reaching 182.
That's a very precise score predicted by my co-scorer.
As we welcome Mustafa Presswala back into the attack, replacing Mommy.
This is going to be a crucial over as the spinners are going for a lot of runs in this innings. Let's hope this is a good over for Shabbir Lions.
I think he's going to be bowling flat and fast. He can't afford to give them any more
Mustafa Presswala
loops.
with 3 overs, 31 runs for 0 wickets so far with an economy of 10.33.
Full ball hit hard, and that's
that
actually
looked like a 6. A
huge
mid-wicket, deep
one. The
mid-wicket
wind
shot.
carrying it through, and it's a sixer. Mustafa Turabi.
That was a clean head by Mustafa Turabi, hitting it over mid-wicket and getting the distance. From the first ball of the Mustafa Presswala's over,
He was eyeing the mid-wicket boundary in the previous over as well. This time connects hard.
the trend continues for the spinners.
That's a wide down
wide
the leg
ball.
side. Mustafa Presswala, unusually expensive today.
Presswala is feeling the pressure after that first ball 6. He's bowled a wide down the leg side. Seems like lost today in his bowling.
Nicely bowled and nicely hit for a single. That's only down at long off. Slips but still manages to stop it. That brings Boot back on track. Boot has been sensational today. Can he carry the Highlanders to a total of 180 plus? Full ball hit hard. And that is dropped once again.
That Jaddu from Bangalore,
That's a
who has
fourth.
dropped a lot of catches in this tournament. I probably think this is his 6th catch dropped in the tournament.
Fourth drop for Hussain Boot. The Shabbir Lions really need to get their fielders in the right places. Another catch going down on Mustafa Presswala's bowling. This has got to be frustrating for the bowler. Short and fast, nicely bowled, no run.
Four balls, 9 runs so far from the over. 2 balls left.
Well bowled once again, and that could be a double. That is a double.
That's a quick field. Good pick up and throw by Jaddu from Bangalore.
Safely through for a double. 11 of the over so far. Nicely hit, cracking shot for a single. Safe fielder, Mommy. That's the end of the over. 12 coming from it. And a dropped catch. The score stands at 166 for 5 and 2 overs to go.
Highlanders, let's hear you shout 6. 6.
What a shot by
Cracking
Turabi.
cover drive.
And
Oh.
Onali slips and Onali collects, and they come back for a second.
It seems like a bad day for Onali.
It looks like the ball is following Onali. He could be standing at Nariman point and the ball will follow him there as well. Eyeing the mid-wicket boundary again. There's nobody there.
2 overs 20 should be the target for the Highlanders.
Nicely bowled, nicely bowled. Abdul Levi Motorwala, very sensible, pulls back the length, slows down the pace.
Last over he scored. He gave only 5 runs in his over.
Full ball for a single, brings boot back on strike. Abdul Levi Motorwala still smiling like he does always. Doesn't matter how many runs they concede, he will continue smiling.
Can Boot score a century? He's just 12 short of his century.
Just 2 sixes needed for Boot to complete.
9 balls left in the innings. And Boot needs 12 runs to score a century.
Boot looks behind. Short third man, short fine leg. Nicely hit. Over cover.
Finally, we hear some cheer for
Coming
the
back
Shabbir
for the
Lions.
double. That's a run out. Looks like it. Yes, Mustafa Turabi sacrifices a wicket. Played well. Well done, Mustafa Turabi. Nice throw from the deep. That's a run out.
Finally, we hear some cheering for the Shabbir Lions supporters.
I don't think a wicket this stage matters too much, but the runs are stemmed.
The Shabbir Lions supporters were quite right throughout the innings, finally cheering their team up.
Abdul Qadir Daho, this is the new batsman. As we welcome the owner of Forever Phoenix, Mohammad Bhai Kapadia from the UK. Went out in grand style. Mr. Mohammad, what do you
Regarding what?
regarding the situation of the game? Motorwala, the good ball. Boot trying to force the score now. What do you think of the situation, Mohammad Bhai?
Maybe after this ball.
Full ball hit straight. That's a
Good
boundary.
shot.
That's
That's
a
a boundary.
boundary. Finally gets hold of it. Boot moves on to 93. But a good over nevertheless, still by Abdul Levi Motorwala. The score for the Highlanders is 174 for 6. Given the final, that's a great score. What do you think?
Yes, definitely. Looks like a very good score. Really good watching Boot.
We've got Uzefa Bhai Patel to bowl the final over. I think the strategy for Abdul has to be giving the strike to giving him as many balls as possible.
Come on, Highlanders.
Abdul himself is a great striker of the ball. He is known for scoring quick runs. Let's see what he does on this ball.
Shabbir Lions under pressure.
I see the ball towards the mid wicket. Let's see if it goes for a 6 or not.
I see it going towards Onali. Where is Onali? Nicely turned away. Smart batting. That brings Boot on strike. He doesn't want the double. Boot batting on 93.
Needs a double and a 6.
Shuffles, hits it towards Onali. I told you.
They
They're
should
going to
go
come
for
back
the
for the
second.
double.
Very good run.
double.
Good running.
Fantastic batting by Hussain Boot. Regardless of the result of this game, he's batted exceptionally well.
Come on, Highlanders. Do you want to see a 6 from Boot?
Well bowled
That's a
once
good
again.
shot.
Cut away.
Should come back for the second.
This time it's a risky double. It's a risky double, and that's a wicket. Abdul Qadir returns. That's hard luck. Do what he had
Stuck
to
on
do.
95, 96.
As the new batsman comes running in, he needs to stop at the wicket and not go through.
Organizers don't want the century. Organizers don't want the century.
I cannot make any controversial statements. I've been told by the board. Shabbir Lions pulling things back a little bit towards the last 5 overs. The score still daunting. Boot still haunting. Shabbir Lions from Bangalore, the next batsman in.
He'll be looking for a single.
That's
That's
smart.
good.
Boot needs
On 95.
a boundary. The equation is simple. I think he needs to face both these balls, regardless.
Can get a 2.
Short ball.
It's a good shot.
Short ball.
Too long on.
That's the
That's very well run.
Boot on
Boot
98.
on 90.
2 runs. He must collect himself now for the last ball. 98 for Boot.
That's a brilliant inning. He placed
And
it
that
in.
looks like his century.
And
Boot
that's
coming back.
century.
And that's 100 for Boot.
Brilliant batting.
Fantastic
Good running.
batting. A wonderful innings by Hussain Bootwala.
This is the first century in APL finals, if I'm not mistaken.
This is the first century in an APL final. Hussain Boot with the highest score of an APL final as well.
Big round of applause for Hussain Bootwala.
A huge round of applause. Request everyone to stand up to please applaud the effort by Boot. Forever Phoenix. Coming back to your team, what went wrong?
The idea was to have a young side, which we eventually ended up with. I think so. The only thing which went wrong is we did not bat to our potential.
Fair enough. We will see you next year. Hopefully.
Inshallah.
tough chase, but I feel it's going to be a good match as a neutral.
Thank you very much. Valuable inputs by Hamza.
can see one more century from here. Hope so. So it will be a good entertainment for the spectators. So we can enjoy tonight and with a good crowd over here. Thank you.
Well said. Thank you, Ali. Sadriwal, one-time winner of the APL. He knows what it takes. So, Udipa Sadriwala, what do you think it takes to win this final? That's very valuable. Very valuable. He said you have to play really well to win.
I think 180 is power on this wicket.
Fantastic. Let's go back to your team. Well played. All the best. Levi Chittalwala, the captain of MS Spartans, unfortunately went out of the semi-finals. Levi Chittalwala, who were the favorites of this situation? What do you think of this situation? Absolutely big match, runs on the board. His favorite is the Highlander. We have our supermodel contractor who plays part-time as well. Hussain contractor, please come here. The opener for Forever Phoenix. Played very well. Hussain, what do you think of the tournament and what do you think of Highlanders' chances of winning the tournament?
Highlanders can win the tournament because a very good score on the board.
Okay, thank you very much, Hussain. The captain of the Shabbir Lions, Mustafa Presswala. Need your inputs on what your strategy from your on is.
Looks like a good batting track. Hopefully, we should be able to chase this down.
Okay, he looks confident. There's some big batters in that batting lineup. Hopefully, they'll all click today and we'll have a good contest. Shabbir Lions. Uzaifa Patel and Murtuza Haji. Uzaifa Patel from Coimbatore and Murtuza Haji from Chennai walking into the center to chase down that huge total. As we have Shabbir Bhai here, two-time champion, third-time finalist. Wishing him all the best. He's the lucky charm. Abdul Qadir Dahod to open the bowling for the Highlanders. Uzaifa Patel, a very experienced batsman, used to these situations, to open the batting for the Shabbir Lions.
We are just about to start.
Nicely turned away for a single. The Shabbir Lions are up and away.
Murtuza Haji on strike now.
Nicely
That's
hit.
a good shot.
Protection in the deep for Murtuza Haji. The fielder trying to throw it. Finally gets rid of it. As we request Aliba Electric to not stand on the field. Come on the other side of the rope. Down the track. What a cracking shot. What a cracking
Over
shot
extra
by
cover.
Uzaifa Patel. Just
That's a
walks
cracking-
down and dismisses it with disdain.
A
It
cracking
looks-
shot over extra covers.
As we have Mr. Mufibai Bukwala amidst us, he graces us with his presence today. What a shot once again! Uzaifa Patel on fire! On fire, just walks into it, dismisses it from his presence. He is making it look easy right now.
It was a tad shot and
That ball was hit for around 110 meters.
that's a good shot again.
Oh, that
Very
hit his
well
knee. That's not
fielded.
the best way to field that ball, especially when Patel hits it to Rabi. Uzaifa Patel off strike, a little bit of a breather for Abdul Qadir Dahod. The Shabbir Lions are away to a cracking start. Full ball driven to mid on for a single. The Highlanders have a good bowling lineup, but the Shabbir Lions have an equally good batting lineup. This looks like an entertaining evening awaiting us.
It is a good start for Shabbir Lions. This needs to continue for another 10-12 overs.
Sorry. Next year's Yuri होता एक मिसिंग है बीच में आ जाएगा वो 200,000 Uzaifa Alam, an experienced bowler from Rajasthan, imported to Mumbai by Baba and company.
Murtuza Haji on strike.
Murtuza Haji facing Alam. Spinners have not worked so far in this match. Let's see what the Highlanders spinners can do. Alam bowling quick and short. Got away with that one. Murtuza Haji looks in the mood. And that's clean bowled.
Bowled him.
Murtuza Haji loses the middle stump. Alam gets the breakthrough. He's known for that, and he does just that.
It was not a ball to pull.
Murtuza Haji departs. The Shabbir Lions lose their first wicket
Playing on the back foot on a full delivery.
after a fantastic start given to them courtesy Uzaifa Patel. The next batsman to walk in is Taikum Jodiawala, the highest scorer of the tournament so far. He has been in splendid form, and I think the key partnership in this match is between these two. What do you think, Mr. Mohammad Kapadia?
Definitely. The way Uzaifa Patel has started, if he carries on for a few overs, we are in for a exciting contest.
What about Taikum, who's been the standout man for the Shabbir Lions so far?
Seen a couple of his innings this season, and he definitely is in good form.
As we see Baba giving out some instructions from square leg. Field changes. Boot comes in to slip. Good aggressive cricket.
That's very good thinking.
That's bowled well. He's bowling quick, stump to stump. No width to Taikum.
It's a good start to the over.
Nicely
That's very
bowled,
well
nicely
bowled.
played. Taikum also very experienced. Trying to eliminate the threat by Alam. Again quicker. Punched to cover. No run. 3 dot balls in a row. Bowls quick, and a good piece of fielding by Abdul Qadir at backward point. That's a good over by Alam. A maiden, in fact.
A maiden wicket.
Uzaifa Alam doesn't look like a spinner. He runs from a spinner's steps, but bowls quite fast.
And now comes into the attack a legend of Bora cricket, Fakhruddin Tarwala,
Also known as Baba.
known as Baba. Baba looking around to set his field right. Bowling to Uzaifa Patel.
This could be a crucial over.
This is a good contest. Nicely
And
hit.
that's
Well timed by Patel for
the
another
mid-wicket.
boundary.
a good shot through mid-wicket.
He looks like he has a lot of time to play those shots.
Baba needs to correct his line.
The ball coming onto the bat well. And Mr. Patel hitting it well. That's high.
That's high.
That's
in the
high.
air. The fielder coming
It's a
under it.
ball.
that's dropped
Oh,
it.
has he just dropped the match?
Has he not dropped the
That was
APL
set.
5
Is in the arc.
trophy?
Patel went for the shot. Baba doesn't look very happy. He had it set. Has Alam, after bowling a tremendous over, just dropped the match.
Or has he?
It could have been almost curtain for the Shabbir Lions.
That's the pressure of the finals.
They need to now forget about what's happened and move on. Short and wide. Whoa, hit
That's
straight with a
very
lot of
good
power.
shot.
Oh, that
Oh.
got his face.
Brilliant fielding.
I think it's got his face and his specs.
That
Jetty
shows,
loses one of the glasses.
that shows how important winning is.
That was a certain boundary, but Jetty got down in time. Well hit. Tekum gets off the mark. All right, back on strike. Uzaifa Patel. Baba to Patel.
That's a good shot. Very well fielded again. 2 in 2 balls. Good fielding.
Baba bowling well, containing the two batsmen so far, doing his job. Tekum back on strike. The two fielders are a deep cover and mid wicket. The two fielders outside the 30 circle. Full ball pushed for another single by
That's
Tekum.
a quick run.
Nicely run. They're rotating. That's the end of the over. Baba not looking happy, but a good over nevertheless.
8 runs coming off it.
After 3 overs, the Shabbir Lions are at 22 for the loss of 1 wicket. Nice shot down to mid on for a single. Fumble, but no damage done. Alam to Patel for the first time. Alam was the one who dropped Patel in the last over. Can he make it up? Quick ball down the leg side. Alam on his knees.
Very
Appealing.
exciting appeal.
Bori does well to get to the ball quickly. Leg by given. Tekum back on strike. Alam bowling very quickly, not giving the batsman any room.
It's a very
Ball.
good length.
Nicely
down
hit,
the
but only
wicket.
a single again to long off. Alam to Zevabai Patel again. This has been a good over so far. Magnificently hit.
That's,
Magnificent six.
that's
No
put-
chance for the fielder at mid wicket. Swung hard, using his pace,
He was just
depositing it.
He was just a foot shorter. Someone with 7 foot could have caught that.
The ball traveled like a tracer bullet. Oh, what's the boundary? Over mid on. Alam bowls full this time, makes the mistake and pays for it. Shabbir Lions, courtesy of Zimbabwe, moving on to 32 in 4 overs for the loss of 1 wicket. 35. For the loss of 1 wicket in 4 overs. The Shabbir Lions
It's a good start despite of losing a wicket.
going in at 8.75 no.
Baba coming in to bowl his second over.
Baba in for a second. Tyke on strike. Field stays the same. Deep cover, deep mid wicket. Nicely bowled by Baba. Off to mid, off for
Mid
a
off.
single. Uze Baba looking around. Short
Oh,
ball, and
was short.
that is gone in the water. There's some damage done on the streets of Mumbai.
Looks like the biggest
Baba
stakes
makes-
of the finals.
A mistake by dropping it short.
115
Patel
meters.
needs no second invitation.
It was 115 meters short.
If Uzeva Patel continues in this form, the match will be over in 10 overs. Nicely bowled, over covers and a
That's,
boundary again. It looks like he's playing gully cricket right now. He's making it look very easy. He knows where the gaps are. He's just depositing the ball to every corner of the ground.
It's a good start by Josefa Patel.
Shot again.
And
Hit
that's
hard.
dispatched to four
And a
again to
boundary
mid-wicket.
again. Lucky that wasn't a six because that was hit extremely hard. Josefa Patel putting on a show for the crowd today. Showing his true colors and all the years of experience that he's got behind him. Josefa truly in his element today. Shot again and cracked away for another
The way that was hit, very well
single.
fielded.
The fielder had no idea where the ball was. And luckily for the Highlanders, Josefa Patel is off strike.
Is that drop catch going to come and haunt them?
This is carnage. Taikum playing sensibly, rotating strike. He has to do nothing silly at this moment. That's the end of the over. An expensive one for the Highlanders.
52 for 1 after the end of 5 overs.
Moving along at 10.4 runs an over. Good shot once again.
To mid
Only
on.
a single brings back Patel on strike. Don't know whether Patel will give another chance now. Let's hope for the Highlanders' sake that he does.
Taikum playing very sensibly.
What a shot once again, and that's
pulled.
not going to be stopped by anybody.
It was
As we
that
see Hamza
shot.
Anguti on the field. He's
that-
requested to stay away from the ropes, please.
It was that shot just outside off stump.
That's hit hard, and that's only a single. Again, a relief for the Highlanders to have Patel off strike in this mood. Josefa Patel is playing yet another one of those great knocks that he is famously known for. Tyke cuts it backward a point, but straight to the backward point fielder.
Good call by Josefa Patel. Taikum was thinking of the single.
Alam full ball hit hard to mid off. A little bit of a misfield allows Taikum to get through to the non-strikers for a single.
Oh, that's very well bowled.
Alam almost had his man after dropping him.
End of power play. 59 for 1.
That's the end of the power play. And the Shabbir Lions are well on track to chase down this big total.
Now Shabbir Lions looking to spread the field.
Abdul Dawood back into the attack. Tekum looks at the field. There's a short third man, short fine leg. The square leg coming in, going back again. Nice ball, but hit equally well for a sixer.
Looks like Tekum was waiting for the power play. Power play to end.
Shabbir Lions.
As soon as the fielders were on the boundary, he just cleared them.
Shabbir Lions roaring like lions. Abdul Qadir very expensive so far. That
That's
ball
very
held in the
sensibly
wicket.
played.
The last shot was actually dropped by Mustafa Presswala on the boundary. Patel on strike now. Abdul Dawood, who was expensive in his first over, again to Uzaifa Patel. Walks down the track, misses it completely. That's a good ball.
That's
Uzaifa Patel losing his shape a little bit.
That's what the taunting total does.
Doesn't need to do anything silly.
They are well over the required run rate.
That's out of the stadium once again. Mr. Patel, you'll have to pay for these balls before you go off to
This
Coimbatore.
looks even bigger
That
than
also
the
brings
previous
up
one.
his half century. Uzaifa Patel has scored a quick fire half century in no time, but he doesn't look content.
Only coming in 19 balls. He is hit 4 sixes and 6 fours.
4 sixes and 6 fours. That's 48 runs in boundaries. Uzaifa Patel doesn't like to run at his age now. The ball is retrieved. We had to send some divers in the water to retrieve those balls. Uzaifa Patel is destroying Abdul Qadir Dawood today.
He is in sublime form.
The Highlanders are taking their time to set the field right. Short ball, and Bori quickly onto it like a cheetah, but cannot hit the stumps. The good news is that Patel is off strike. The good news for the Highlanders. But then Tekum is on strike.
You get Josefa by off strike and then you have Tekum on strike.
The left-handed, right-handed combination that has worked well so far in this tournament. working again. Full ball down the leg side for a wide. Abdul Qadir losing his shape. He's under a lot of pressure by both these batsmen.
Highlanders have been disciplined so far. Not too many extras.
Full ball edge and a boundary
That's
to third man.
a bit unlucky.
Runs flowing, flowing. The captain Hussain Bootwala calls Turabi in. That was an expensive over.
At the end of 7 overs, 78 for 1. The partnership is now 64 runs.
Abdul Qadir Dawood, expensive. He's been good for the Highlanders, but today he's gone for 33 in 2 overs.
When Josefa Patel is in that form,
Only
any
one
bowler-
person can get him out, and that's who's speaking on the mic right now.
Someone who was even scared to enter the tournament.
Mr. Mohammad Kabadia speaks for Forever Phoenix. They finally did enter the tournament.
I'm hoping he registers next year. I'll definitely be bidding for him. But
Patel on strike. Turabi, the left-handed spinner. That's short and a little bit of a miss hit.
good running.
Only
That
a
was
single.
a really good single. Got
Well
away
bowled.
with the loose ball.
This is going to work well for Tekum. The ball's going to come into him.
Shabbir Lion definite. Very sensibly played by Tekum. Highlanders desperately needing a wicket here.
They're well on track to chase this total down. Ooh! Well bowled by Mustafa Turabi.
Looks like that was an inside edge.
Uzeva Patel is finally interested in taking some singles now.
The umpire did not signal anything. Looks like an inside edge.
Full ball again, well bowled. Yorked him. Shot, cut hard, well
That
stopped
was
by
very
Alam.
well fielded. The ball was traveling like a bullet.
That was running away for for another boundary. Well hit by Tekum. Well stopped by Uzeva Alam.
Mustafa Torabi. Very sensibly played by Josefa Patel.
Takes a single. That's the end of the over. The score is 8 overs, 83 for 1. Highlanders going over 10 and over. Well on track to chase this total down. Shabbir Lions going at over 10 over. We have Jetty. Short and fast. That's up in the air. That should be a catch. Two fielders. Oh, that was a
that's-
great attempt by Baba on the field.
That was really a good attempt by Baba. He
Good attempt by Baba. Well fielded at long on.
Jetty really bowling well. Highlanders are pulling it back. Pressure is back on Shabbir Lions.
Nicely flighted by Jetty.
That's very well fielded by Baba.
Nicely timed for a single again.
Highlanders really pulling it back in the last 2 overs.
Jetty bowling a good over so far. Hussain Jet. That's huge. Over cover.
Over
Huge
extra
shot
covers.
by Uzama Patel.
Great shot over extra covers. JT had bowled
Sheer class by
good
Uzama
until
Patel.
then.
Looks like the Highlanders currently have no idea.
A little bit of width and a fuller
Oh,
ball
what to do?
is dispatched over extra covers.
He's lost 4 balls so far. Uzaifa Patel doing some serious damage to the budget of the organizers.
That was 5th, 6th from his bat today.
Hamza came in to give some batting tips to Mr. Patel. Nicely bowled. That's up in the air. They
Is
really need to take these
really-
catches. He's overrun it. He's overrun it. That's Mustafa Turabi. Chances are being created, but not taken. Mustafa Turabi overruns that one and drops Uzama Patel once again.
The required run rate just hovering over 8 now. It started with 9.2. It's down to 8.2.
Short ball, hit hard.
Joseph Abba is living dangerously.
I think that was another drop by Abdul Qadir Daud.
Highlanders creating chances. Just needs to hold on to them.
Already 4 catches dropped. That should have been taken. Cracked away. A little bit of a misfield. Only cost a single. This time he takes it.
Finally,
And Uzabhai Patel departs.
it is a good inning by Uzafabhai Patel. After 4 drops, finally, Highlanders catch one.
A fantastic innings. I think it deserves a standing ovation for bringing the Shabbir Lions back into the game.
"69 runs of just 28 balls
69 of 28.
with 6 boundaries and 5 sixes.
Next batsman in is Abdeli by Motorwala. The Shabbir Lions now only require around 8 an over from here on.
Uzafabhai Patel playing at the strike rate of 237.
The Highlanders are back in the game with that big wicket of Highlanders are back into the game with that big wicket of Uzafabhai Patel. A full
That
toss.
was a full toss.
Not capitalized completely.
Abdeli Motorwala off the mark. 8.5 का रन रेट है. हीटर है नहीं अभी. Tekum looking to milk the bowling. Pushes it to long on and takes a single.
That was bowled quicker. Turabi has got them back into the match. The Highlanders are fighting till their last breaths.
After the first 3 overs, first time the run rate dropping below 10 and over. Very crucial phase in the game. After the wicket of Uzafabhai Patel. 98 for 2 in 10 overs. JT coming into bowl his second over.
Jetty in the attack. That's cut away. The ball's running down to third man, and that looks like a certain boundary.
That's boundary. Not exactly where it was intended to go.
A little lucky with Zia Patel gone now. Tekum has to take charge.
102. 10.2. 10.1. 184. You scored 183. Yeah.
Hit down to long off for a single.
Came in a bit quicker than Tekun expected. Still went through the shot. Single to mid off. Long off.
Hit nicely, but straight to the fielder. Baba at covers. Whoa! That
was
is deposited.
dispatched.
Abdelli by Motorwala. It looks like his day. He's taken wickets. He's taken catches. And now hitting sixes.
He is continuing the work started by Ozefabai Patel. Abdelli Motorwala.
Once again, Hamza Ring comes out and gives some valuable advice to Taikum this time.
Murtuza Bhai Slatewala running back from the pitch.
Full ball.
That's gone to sweeper cover.
There's a call for two, but only a single.
Sensible by Tekum. 11 runs of the over so far. Some field adjustment. That's very well cut to deep point. A single. It's 111 for 11 overs.
Durrani back into the attack. Taikum from Grant Medical Gymkhana end. Full toss,
Full
and that's
toss, and
deposited. That's easy.
dispatched. Got what it deserved. A really bad ball.
A rare loose ball by Turabi.
Another request for the organizers to arrange some balls. Empire's calling for some balls there.
બે બોલ જે ના પછી બે બોલ જે ભાઈ That's sensible after a 6. Hits it long off for a single.
That was very well bowled. Fuller and quicker.
That's very well bowled. An appeal for stumping.
Good bowling, 2 dot in a roll. Good comeback after the first ball 6.
That's hit hard. And that's another boundary by Abdeli by Motorwala. The Shabbir Lions are motoring along.
A boundary after 2 dot balls. Abdeli Motorwala.
They have a deep batting lineup. Full
That's
ball
a
once
good
again.
shot for a single to sweeper cover.
After 12 overs, the score is 123 for the loss of 2 wickets. The required range is 7.63.
Again over 10. 61 runs required of the last 8 overs. The last 8 overs coming up of APL Season 5.
That's bowled quick. And that's
That's
dropped.
one more
That's
drop
dropped that
catch.
shot. Shot fine, and actually what's more, it's 2 runs.
This is the night of drop catches. Highlanders have dropped 6 catches now. That's dispatched. That's like rubbing salt on the wound after a drop catch.
Abdeli by Motorwala playing a gem. Playing the cheater's role.
A fumble allows the Shabbir Lion to take a single.
This has been a game of dropped catches. That's turned away onto the leg side for a single again.
Tecum rolling his wrist.
That's nicely hit and nicely fielded. Down at the cover boundary. Nicely taken by Bori. The Shabbir Lions are on track.
यहाँ पूछे 43 में 52 52
A quick single.
Sensibly batting, good batting by Tecum. 13 overs, 133. 10 of the last over.
अरे पॉइंट पे था
51 runs of the last 7 overs.
Ammar Nasikwala into the attack from the Grant Medical Gymkhana end. The
Looks
Highlanders can still make it tight, provided
like
they get a couple of good overs in.
Highlanders bringing in Ammar Nasikwala. Is this the last trick in the bag?
Ammar to Tecum with 51 needed on 7 overs. That's cracked away for a boundary. That looked like a loosener with no pace on it. He needs to bowl
Short.
quicker, faster, and on the body.
Short and wide. Given the treatment it deserved.
That was bowled well. Cramped him up for some room.
Was it the inside edge which saved Tecum? Highlanders need a couple of wickets.
That's
That's
well bowled.
well
Now he's
bowled.
generating pace. That's well
That
bowled
was
again.
Very well bowled.
Drifting down the leg side for a leg by.
Ammar Nasik. That's beautifully bowled.
Well bowled by Ammar once again. Ammar plays for his local club, Crystallize. It's a good over by Ammar, trying to bring the Highlanders back into the game. At this point, we'd like to thank Sheikh Mustafa Kachwala for his continued support for the tournament. We'd like to welcome Mr. having fun. We are seeing good quality cricket. I'd like to also thank our sponsors, our food caterers, MM Dilawar, our broadcasting partners, Yuri, and our title sponsors, Easy Arts and Frames. Also, Goodwill Caterers, Goodwill Developers for being our food sponsors. Hit well to the cover boundary. That's actually a boundary. Good shot by Abdeli by Motorwala.
Shabbir Lion ensuring hitting one boundary every over.
That's
That's
a good catch
Catch.
taken in the deep by Abdul Qadir Daudwala, and that's the end of Abdeli by Motorwala.
good inning by Abdeli by Motorwala.
Very well played. He did his job. The Highlanders still have life left in them.
After the wicket of Ozebabai Patel, he did not let the run rate drop. A good inning, 25 runs of just 16 balls with 3 fours and 1 6.
The Highlanders
This is one wicket Highlanders wanted.
are fighting back. They will continue fighting.
Only now.
The game is not lost yet.
Now is the time where Tekum, who has been in great form, needs to carry his bat.
Burhanuddin Basta taking that wicket and bringing the Highlanders back into the game. The Shabbir Lions don't need to do anything silly at the moment.
Abdul Qadir Daud taking that catch.
No run. Ammar Nasik is the fielder there. Diving stop. White ball down the leg side. Burhanuddin Basta losing control. Steered away to point for a single. Baba collects.
That's a beautiful shot straight over the head of the bowler. Tekum carrying on his form. Under edge of the bat, trying to pull it. It's 150 up. 151 for 3 in 15 overs.
Brings up the 150 for Shabbir Lions. A very good chase, worthy of a final. Kum batting on 48 from 38 with 4 fours and 2 sixes. And Onali, new to the crease, 1 of 2. Shabbir Lions now require 33 runs in 30 balls.
Shot
That's
wide.
short and wide and cut away by Tekum for a fantastic boundary once again. That's 50 for Tekum.
Tekum carrying on
And
his
it
good
looks like
form.
he's going to take the team through this time.
Carrying on his form
That was a great shot.
from the league games.
Driven away. And that's missed
That's
on the
the
boundary
pressure.
and goes for another 4. Tekum now starting to turn it on.
Tekum, who is in contention for the player of the tournament.
No run to cover. 8 runs of the first 2 balls. That's very well fielded. Still a single. 9 runs and 4 balls.
It's now down to less than run a ball. 25 needed.
Nicely timed for a single once again. The Shabbir Lions playing very sensibly. The run rate now below 6 an over.
Is there one more twist left in this match?
That's a boundary once again. Tekum seeing the ball like a football now, and Ammar Nasik not maintaining his line. Goes for another boundary. As Shabbir Chechat eyes his 3rd title of the APL. Hussein Jed back in the attack.
N- 19 required.
Single to Abdul.
Brings the equation down to 18 runs of 23 balls.
18 needed of 23. Inching closer to the title.
Will Shabbir Lions go for glory, or will they just milk these 18 runs in singles?
Single once again to cover. Jetty bowling well. That's a good catch.
Is this another twist?
And a wicket goes down for the Shabbir Lions. Is it too late? Only departs.
Cricket is a funny game.
As the captain walks in, Mustafa Presswala
Known
to
in,
join Taikum.
known in the cricketing circle as Pressy. It's now on the shoulders of Mustafa Press and Tekum, the two retained players for Shabbir Lions. 17 runs needed of 21 balls.
That's a wide. Short ball pulled away, misses Alam for a single down to long on.
The equation is down to 15 runs of 20 balls.
Paddle sweep for a single.
Shabbir Lions trying to do it in singles. Sensible batting. Will they continue doing that, or will they go for glory?
Hit straight to Baba, no run. A good over by Jetty. Shabbir Lions require 14 of 18.
will they look to do it in singles?
Short ball hit hard, cut hard by Taikom. The Highlanders keep giving him width and he keeps dispatching that ball.
Mustafa
10 now
Torabi,
required of 17. The Shabbir Lions.
he's taken
All
11
but
wickets
there.
in the tournament.
Oh, that's a good catch. Cotton ball, Taikom. Torabi.
That's a soft dismissal.
Just when you thought the Highlanders were out, they've come back in the tournament, come back in the match.
That is the 12th wicket by Torabi in the tournament. Standing ovation for Taikum Jodiawala.
Taikom's played well all through the tournament. Produces another good knock, taking the Highlanders almost to the cup. Well played, Taikom Jodiawala. The next batsman in is Mommy.
10 required. मतलब शब्बीर लाइन को एकदम गंदा खेलना पड़ेगा, मतलब एकदम गंदा। हाँ, वो अलग बात है।
That's high in the air. So simple drop once again.
Is that finally the match? Was there one more twist?
That looks like Alam. Shabbir. Nicely bowled by Torabi.
That
should have
catch
been
could have
taken. That catch
put
should have
some
been taken.
cat among the pigeons.
Another chance. Oh, that was close. That was close, very close. There's no need to risk anything here. Again, a missed chance and a fourth run.
That's
No.
brilliant running by Pressy. That's 3 runs when there wasn't even a single.
Pressy turns it around the
Sensibly
corner
played by
for a
Pressy, turned around the corner.
single. Keep strike. That's the end of the over.
Just 4 required of 2 overs.
One shot away, Shabbir Lions. 4 required at 12. Hit straight to long on for a single. Request the audience not to run on the pitch, on the wicket, on the ground. Once the match is over.
Will Mohammad Kaj go for glory? Are we going to see a 6?
Some confusion there. That's a sixer, and that's the end of the match.
And
What
that's
a way to finish! Shabbir Lions,
Shabbir Lions.
champions of APL Season 5. Hard luck, Highlanders. But Shabbir Lions clearly better on the day. That's a great win.
it was the contest of drop catches. Ultimately,
Both teams are requested to assemble at the dais for the award ceremony. Both teams, Shabbir Lions, Highlanders, teams and supporters, please assemble at the dais for the award ceremony, please.
मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ बेस्ट बैट्समैन बेस्ट बॉलर दिशा MVP पटेल और 5 विकेट और दिशा 100 हैट्रिक टायर
लिया उसने और 100 मारो ना उसने ड्रॉप थे मुझे मुन्ना मुन्ना अंकल 100 नो प्राइस होती है हां Somebody has dropped their wallet. Please come and give me identity proof first before you claim it. Shabbir Lions, I know you all have won, but do not donate yet.
ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस होगा ना देखो ना
Mr. Ali Asgar Bhai Abdeli Hamid. Mr. Ali Asgar Bhai Abdeli Hamid, please come and collect your wallet.
इमर्जिंग प्लेट भी चालू करो
We shall now begin with the presentation ceremony. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I will now be calling upon the teams to collect their mementos. All participating teams. First, we start with Bangers and Thrashers. A representative from the Bangers and Thrashers is requested to please come and collect the memento. Naeem Bhai, can you please come and collect it on behalf of the Bangers and Spartans? Bangers and Thrashers. Next team. Next team is MH Spartans. MH Spartans, can we request Ali Chittalwala and Mufaddal Lokadwala to come and collect the memento, please? MH Spartans. MH Spartans. Ali, I know you're here. Mufi, I know you're here. Next team is Yuri Yodha. Hussain Saria, I know for sure you're here. Tahir Kapasi, can you please collect it on behalf of Yuri Yodha? Sarpas Superstar, Abbas Bhai. Abbas Bhai Bhanpura wala for Sarpas Superstar. Can we please have a round of applause for the participating teams? Thank you. Sayona Steelman. Sayona Steelman, next team, Hamza. Somebody on behalf of Sayona. Hamza, I thought it would be Sadri coming in, but yeah. Sayona Steelman, champions of last year. Next team, Forever Phoenix, Mohammad Bhai Kapadia. Forever Phoenix, Mohammad Bhai Kapadia, the owner. For Vista Vikings, can we have Ali Bhai Rangwala, Mufi Bhai Bookwala to collect the memento? We'd now like to invite the title sponsor, Ali Bhai Patanwala from Easy Arts and Frames, Abdul Qadir, to collect for Easy Strikers. Next team, the losing finalists, Highlanders. Mohammad Bori, please come and collect your memento. Shabbir Lions, Moyad Nithaiwala, to come and collect it. The memento for the Shabbir Lions. Next award is for the most emerging player. The most emerging player of the tournament is Mustansir Habibi. Mustansir Habibi, congratulations, you get a check. Yes, we have a representative for Mustansir Habibi collecting the trophy on his behalf. The next trophy is for a hat-trick in the tournament, Tahir Vijlani. Tahir Vijlani, are you here, Veggie? Somebody on his behalf, MS Spartans. Tahir Vijlani for a hat-trick. And of course, for his century on the grandest stage today, a fantastic knock in vain, the Mbappe, Hussain Bootwala for 100. A great innings, valiant effort by Hussain. Next is for 5 wickets in the tournament, Hussain Disawala. Hussain Disawala for 5 wickets. Hussain Disa also receives the award for the best bowler of the tournament. Congratulations. Lot of money for Hussain Disawala. Next award is for the best batsman of the tournament. Taikum Jodiawala, fantastic innings today. Taikum for the best batsman. Please come and collect your reward. The next award is for the man of the match today. The man of the match, there was plenty of contenders, starting with Hussain Boot, Abdeli Motorwala, Taikum Jodiawala himself, of course, but the man of the match, the person who changed the course of the game, is none other than Hussain Patel. Congratulations.
I would share this man of the match with Taikum, please.
Taikum, please come up. The next award is for the man of the tournament, the person who took the wickets, scored the runs. Can we have a huge round of applause, a continued applause for the Coimbatore superstar, Mr. Hussefa Patel. Can we please continue the applause for the man of the series? Now to the team awards. Of course, runners up for today. Played a great tournament, undefeated throughout. Fantastic tournament by the Highlanders. You have nothing to feel bad about. Very well played to the Highlanders, runners up for APL Season 5. Can we please have the whole team come up? Can we have the team? Alam. Congratulations to the Highlanders. You have everything to be proud about. And now, the finalists from last year. They fell short last year. They came back roaring this year. This goes to the Shabbir Lions, champions of APL Season 5. Can I have Pressy, the captain, come and receive the award, please? Followed by the team, Taikom and the rest, please come ahead. Shabbir Chechat, Owen Ali, Mursa Bhai Haji, Jandu, Jawad, ABD, Hamzu, Mansoor Mithai, Mommy. Congratulations. Can we please move over on that side with the champions board to take a good photograph? A small memento from us to the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Moisbhai Gadiali. He's been a pillar of Bora cricket for a long, long time. Mumbai cricket, Maharashtra cricket. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. A vote of thanks to everyone present here, starting from Tahir Bhai Sahab, to Ali Bhai Patan, to Sheikh Mustafa Bhai Kachwala, who's not here now, to Janab Sahab of Tahiri Mohalla, and a special thanks to Goodwill Developers for their continued support throughout the tournament. Thank you very much. We look forward to seeing you again next year, bigger and better. Get off. Ali Bhai Patan ko de do na, Ali Bhai Patan ko. Ali Bhai. A huge round of applause, everybody, for Goodwill Developers, please. Ali Bhai, तुम्हारी बिल्डिंग में रहते हैं अब्देली भाई? वॉलेट छूट गया है। इनको दे दो ना लोग। कौन अब्देली? लोकड़ वाला गैलेक्सी